The film begins with a small family driving to a secluded lake house for a weekend getaway. The trio consists of William McCabe, a respected politician, his wife Lauren, and Lauren's teenage daughter, Erin. William isn't Erin's biological father, he's her stepfather, and the distance between them is clear from the start. As they arrive, Erin seems distant and disinterested. When Lauren gently asks her if something's wrong, Erin brushes it off, not wanting to engage. Despite the tension, they all enter the house and are surprised by how beautiful and luxurious it is. William is especially impressed. Lauren proudly mentions that the lake nearby is one of the deepest in the country, and that this was the best place she could find on short notice. Trying to bond, William asks Erin if she likes the place, but she coldly ignores him. Soon, Erin realizes there's no Wi-Fi or proper phone signal. Lauren advises her to stop worrying about the phone and just enjoy the weekend. In a private moment, Erin is in the bathroom when William suddenly walks in without knocking. Erin is shocked and yells at him to leave. William casually apologizes, saying he thought she was using the shower and didn't mean to intrude. But Erin is visibly disturbed and ends up crying from the discomfort. This incident sets a darker tone beneath the seemingly peaceful family trip. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Lauren is preparing a meal. Secretly, she takes a sip from a hidden bottle of alcohol. When she hears William approaching, she quickly hides the bottle. William brings up the earlier bathroom incident and complains about Erin's disrespectful behavior. He vents that he spent thousands of dollars on her college education, but she still treats him poorly. This scene confirms that William and Erin have a strained relationship. As the family settles in, we cut to another character named Jesse. He's shown sitting alone, drinking heavily, clearly troubled by something. At the same time, Erin wanders off to the lake and notices a small boat. She decides to take a ride in it, needing some alone time. Back at the house, William approaches Lauren while she's cooking and tries to get physically close to her. She gently pushes him away, saying she's busy, but William doesn't take no for an answer. He begins to touch her, eventually forcing himself on her. After he's done, he simply walks away, leaving Lauren devastated, hurt, and broken. This emotionally heavy beginning shows a fractured family dynamic filled with buried secrets, discomfort, and emotional distance. What was meant to be a peaceful weekend already feels like a pressure cooker. Something bad is building, and it's only just begun. Later that evening, the family begins preparing dinner when they notice a car pulling up outside. Erin sees a man standing by the door through the window. He looks lost and hesitant. Moments later, there's a knock on the door. The man introduces himself as Jesse, the same troubled man we saw drinking earlier. He claims his car broke down nearby and politely asks to use their phone to call for a tow truck. William, suspicious, questions why Jesse doesn't have his own phone. Jesse explains that his phone battery died. William mentions that phone service in this area is nearly non-existent anyway. Despite the concern, Erin offers her phone, saying that it occasionally gets a weak signal. Jesse then casually asks if anyone has a cigarette. William replies that Erin doesn't smoke, but to her parents' surprise, Erin pulls out a cigarette and hands it to Jesse. This small act subtly shifts the energy in the room, hinting that Erin may feel some connection or curiosity toward the stranger. Using Erin's phone, Jesse calls a friend and requests help. He's told someone can come pick him up in about 90 minutes. Erin suggests he wait inside since it's freezing outside. Lauren agrees and invites him to stay until help arrives. William seems unsure, but agrees reluctantly. The group sits together, and Jesse and William begin drinking. Jesse asks Erin if she drinks, and before William can object, Erin insists she wants to try just one drink. Jesse then mentions he used to be a bartender and offers to make them a special cocktail as a thank you for their kindness. He carefully prepares drinks for William, Lauren, and Erin, but noticeably, does not make one for himself. William feels uneasy and initially refuses to drink, but after a bit of peer pressure and lighthearted talk, he finally gives in. Lauren and Aaron head to the kitchen to check on dinner, while William and Jesse begin chatting. Jesse casually asks William about his profession. William reveals that he's a governor. Jesse expresses mild surprise, then mentions how public figures often make tough decisions that not everyone agrees with. William responds confidently, saying he focuses only on the positive and doesn't dwell on the criticism. But something isn't right. William begins to feel dizzy. And then all three of them, William, Lauren, and Aaron, slowly lose consciousness. The scene fades in at night. William, Lauren, and Aaron slowly wake up to find themselves tied to a sofa. Their heads are foggy, and confusion quickly turns to panic. In front of them sits Jesse, calm, quiet, and eating like nothing's wrong. The image is disturbing. Without warning, Jesse stands up, kisses Lauren on the cheek, and then slaps William hard across the face. He tells them they're going to play a game. There are 3 questions William must answer honestly. Jesse already knows the answers. He just wants to test William's truthfulness. If William lies, there will be consequences. Jesse then darkens the house, closing all the curtains and shutting the windows to keep the world out. The atmosphere becomes tense, claustrophobic. He then turns to Aaron, telling her she's a beautiful girl, but there's menace in his tone. He warns William that if he lies, he'll hurt both Lauren and Aaron. To raise the pressure, Jesse forces William to drink again. Then he turns to Lauren and gives her a disturbing offer. If she wants the game to stop, she must spend private time with him. He claims he loves her and could treat her better than William ever did. William loses control, shouts angrily at Jesse, and hurls insults at him. Jesse responds by punching Lauren in the face, drawing blood. Jesse then sets up a tape recorder and begins the game. Question 1. Have you ever been accused of sexual misconduct, which your office settled out of court? William immediately denies it. Jesse's expression hardens. He begins punching William viciously. Lauren begs him to stop. Jesse threatens her again. Next time, she'll be the one who gets hurt. Under pressure and pain, William finally admits, yes, it's true. Satisfied, Jesse unties Aaron and leads her away, ignoring Lauren's desperate pleas. In the bathroom, Jesse gently wipes blood off Aaron's face. While doing so, he notices self-harm scars on her arms. Realizing she has tried to take her own life multiple times, he pauses. His expression changes. Aaron quietly reveals something horrifying. William, her stepfather, assaulted her in the past. Suddenly, Jesse hears something outside. He looks out the window and spots Michael and Gary. They've come with a clear mission: to kill William. But Jesse quickly confronts them, telling them they've got the wrong house. He claims he's here with his girlfriend and asks them to leave. As the 2 men walk away, still suspicious, Jesse returns Aaron to the lounge and ties her back up. He's not done yet. Jesse prepares to ask the second question. He looks straight at William and asks, "Since marrying Lauren, have you ever cheated on her?" William hesitates, then glances at Lauren. He quietly admits, yes. Lauren is stunned. Her expression says everything: shock, disappointment, and heartbreak. Jesse, surprisingly, praises William for his honesty, but the game isn't over. Now comes the third and final question. Jesse's tone darkens as he asks, "Have you ever forced yourself on someone?" William tries to defend himself, but Jesse doesn't wait. He strikes William hard across the face, drawing blood. The moment turns brutal. Jesse repeats the question, and under physical and emotional pressure, William finally screams, "Yes!" Jesse walks to the bathroom to clean up, while Lauren and Aaron, shaken, try to process what they've just heard. They can't believe William is capable of such cruelty. Somehow, William breaks free from his restraints. Lauren pleads with him not to run, not to abandon his family, but William ignores her and escapes into the night. Jesse hears the noise and grabs a gun. he chases William into the dark woods. After a tense pursuit, Jesse manages to catch him and begins dragging him back toward the house. But before they can get far, Michael and Gary return. They hadn't gone far after all. William desperately begs for help, telling them his family is tied up inside and in danger. The two men confront Jesse, demanding he release William. Jesse refuses, saying William is his responsibility now. A fight breaks out. In the chaos, William escapes again. Jesse shoots and kills Michael. Gary attacks Jesse, and the two engage in a brutal hand-to-hand fight. Jesse barely manages to overpower Gary and runs after William once more. William reaches a highway and thinks he's finally safe. But Jesse catches up, tackles him, and drags him back to the house. Inside, Jesse ties him to the couch again and smashes his legs with a hammer. Suddenly, there's a knock. It's Michael. He's still alive. He attacks Jesse and almost kills him, but Aaron intervenes and stabs Michael with a knife. William tells Aaron to stab Jesse too, but she turns on William instead. Jesse overpowers her just in time and calms the situation. He takes Aaron to her room, gives her headphones, and tells her to ignore what's about to happen outside. Back in the lounge, Jesse announces there's one final, extra question, a personal one he hadn't planned on asking. He quietly asks William, "Did you ever assault Aaron?" The room falls silent. Lauren is horrified. William coldly replies that Aaron isn't his real daughter, so it doesn't matter. That's the final straw. Lauren, Jesse, and Aaron now share one truth. William doesn't deserve to walk away. The next morning, William lies near the lake, tied to a heavy rock. Lauren calmly tells him she never loved him. She only married him to give Aaron a better life. When she learned what he'd done, she knew he had to die. In the final reveal, we learn it was all a plan. Lauren, Jesse, and Aaron worked together to trap him. Jesse is actually Aaron's biological father, Lauren's ex-husband. Jesse pushes William into the deep, dark lake, letting him drown in the very place meant for peace.